Okay, so believe it or not, we are back. Like the servers are back up, believe it, strangely enough. And my computer really sounds like it's chugging away, so I want to. I'm not running anything strange. Okay, so we're back. You can see my hunter's here. We're gonna delete her. Um, yeah, that sucked. It just sucked that she died. That sucked. Let's just get to the priest. And what are we gonna do music wise? Responding to one of the administrators on the Ragnaros forum. So hold on a second. Responding to Ragnaros forum administrator. Okay. I'm not going to play my warrior because the servers are currently under DDoS attack, and I don't want to have her die to something weird. So we're just gonna play somebody else. What do I need? What level am I? 17. 17. 17. It's funny how much the guild fluctuates. There's 867 people online, but just the other day there was 1,000. So many people die. I just died on the hunter. I can't believe I died on the hunter, but actually I can because I'm a melee hunter and I'm right in the face of the mob and you get enough ads and there's not much you can do. So I'm gonna stop talking about it. It's a sad day today when the hunter dies.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
I wonder how Blizzard does how do they compensate for the DDoS attacks? They just suddenly switch to a different server or something? They must have some sort of plan in place. Be able to switch. Sucks. Man, I'm still bummed about that hunter. That puts me in kind of a bad mood. And I just got my like threat meter and stuff all set up. I was all like stoked about that too. I was like, oh man. Ah. One thing I hadn't set up is I wanted to set up I would like to have set up some alerts for my pet's health, so I know when my pet was, low on health. That was something I kind of had thought about setting up.
Lovely. Lovely. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm tempted to make another hunter. I just can't believe I died on that hunter. It's still, it's always a painful and painfully embarrassing thing to die to, even though it's a melee hunter. And even though she died to just fucking respawns all around on top of her head, it's still just, it's, yeah, it doesn't feel good.
Elune Adore. Be careful.
You died in South Shore? Dude, really? Dude, that sucks. South Shore. Oh, yeah, I know. That's that oh, dude. Every time you go to South Shore, you have to be careful of those minions, man. Because that sucks. I always worry about that when I go to South Shore. I'm always like, kind of, you give that area, that graveyard over there, a wide berth, you know? Those minions are a pain. I'm just still bummed about my... I'm still bummed that my hunter died, because I was actually having a lot of fun on the hunter, you know? And I mean, there's a ton of hunters in the guild, so it's like, it's not like they need a bunch of 60 hunters. But, you know, it just kind of bummed me. I may make a hunter where I may do like a regular hunter, like bow, just regular. I think I might kind of lean in towards doing it because I leveled so fast on that hunter. Like I was like level 28 in just like 3 days, I think, maybe 4 days. I mean, like, you know, just me playing over the 3-day period, but I'm just concerned that if I get the thing is I'm good on the hunter. That's one of the classes that I'm very skilled at. I only died because I just, you know, I just had a momentary. I don't know. I played shitty for a few seconds and had a bunch of mobs pop on top of my head. Basically, I couldn't really get away. I don't. That's the thing with the hunter, with the melee hunter. The way I was playing it is I was in there on, you know, with my pet on the mob, so I really didn't have any way to disengage and get away. I didn't have feign death. Once you get to 30, like if I had feign death, I would have been fine. I just would have ran up to the top and feigned death. I wouldn't even had to escape. I just have to feign death at the top of that hill and reset, and I would have been fine as long as they didn't resist it, you know. And the chance, and even if like one resisted, they wouldn't all have resisted. You know what I mean? All I needed to do was drop threat on one of the 3 mobs. I could have easily taken out the other 2. Yeah, that just sucks. I'm already thinking, it's just, I was having so much fun on the hunter. Yeah, I was cruising. Just think how fast I'd level with ranged. Well, if you watch, did you watch the clip? I mean, it was kind of a weird thing. I mean, it wasn't like I played really poorly. It was really just bad luck, you know? And it was my lack of knowledge in one specific little area, you know? Yeah. But yeah, I was totally cruising on that character. I was, you know. And I like the hunter class because I've played the hunter class a lot, you know. So, but if you like look at the video, right? I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch the video. It was just bad. Well, it was bad spawns coupled with there was one spawn location that I didn't realize there was a spawn location there. Well, here, let me show you. This is what kind of got me. And the thing is, I had been like there was a mob here, and I wanted to go back out. I was actually trying to get out of the crypt, and because I knew everything was going to respawn, and so I was trying to get out of the crypt. And I know there's a mob here, and there's another one that spawns right here, and then there's one that paths down. Well, I've got this one, pulled him up to here, and then I knew the one might path down, and he did, and I grabbed that one. But I thought if I was up top that was all I was going to get, was the one that I pulled up there, and then the one that pathed down. But what happened was there was another one that spawned right up here, which I thought they spawned down here. There's usually 2 that spawn down here, so that's what really got me was, I guess, my lack of knowledge of what was, you know. Second time that Lox died. It's gonna be painful to watch this, but you can see immediately I hit the mob and go up to pull him up because I want to pull him up to this little corner right here. So that's because I know there's going to be more that spawn. And I also know that there's going to be one that probably spawns right up here that paths down, which I was actually waiting for. So I pull him up. I figure this is... You know what? I kind of screwed up, though. You can see this one's already spawning. I kind of screwed up, though. This is way too far down. I should have pulled him up to where this bone is. I don't know if it would have made a difference. Let's see. Better than that. But at this point, I've got up this mob already mostly dead. I think I just panicked and should have just downed the 3 mobs. My pet's already at almost half health, though.
Lovely.
See, here I'm trying to get my pet to get aggro on that guy. And now I'm switching back to the low health pet to kill him. I'm healing my pet. And now I'm going to try to, down this guy. And it's hard in here because the camera... But see, this guy, yeah, see, if I was on the bone here, it wouldn't have mattered. This guy spawned here. I didn't know there was a mob that spawned right here. So this kind of got me screwed. This kind of, that kind of fucked me. And what I was really concerned with is when this guy spawned, this guy still had a little bit of health left, and my pet was already below half health. But I had plenty of mana. I screwed up. I totally screwed up. I made a really bad call. All I had to do was kill this guy. What I should have done right away was I should have killed this guy, immediately healed my pet, and then just killed this one, and then I would have been fine. And I just panicked. Well, it wasn't that I really panicked. I thought that the way out was clear. I actually thought it was clear. Shit. I don't see anybody here, and I'm thinking it's... Because all I gotta do is get up around the corner and jump up on the wall. But what happened is I got to here, I saw the mob up here to the right. We're in trouble. And then I saw the mob here, and I'm like, oh, shit. And at this point, it doesn't matter if I go back. Once I get threat, Oh, no. No. Yeah, see, and I had these 2 mobs. And now I know I'm really in... And the worst part is, if you look back down at my pet's health down here, he's almost dead. No, now we're in big trouble. But what I wanted to do was run up around here, jump. You can jump on this ledge, jump over this fence. And, of course, there can be mobs spawned over there, too, though. But you do have a little bit of room to work with. And now I'm screwed. And my pet's already dead. The problem was I was trying to get my pet to get aggro on these guys, but my pet, he was already dead.
Rude. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's nothing I can do. Oh my god.
What's weird is you don't see the death animation or anything because the server literally crashes right here. Like normally if you die, and I still have not seen it. Like when you die on a hardcore character, you'll get that skull will appear and it'll go it'll go have that like undead laugh and you'll see the skull. I didn't even see that because the server crashed right at the moment I died. Look, that's why I'm kind of like what's going on? I'm like, why didn't I see the death sound and all that? And I didn't see the death notification in guild chat either. Like it didn't say in guild chat that I had died. And that's why I'm looking. I'm like, why am I not in the guild chat?
I died. Wow.
And then the server crashed. It's just like
I even got disconnected from the server.
Yeah, so really, really weird. Very strange. Very strange. Anyways, I'm actually going to create another hunter. I realized, when I first played World of Warcraft, the first character I ever really got into was a hunter. I mean, the first character I really kind of fell in love with was a hunter. Then I created a priest, and I fell in love with the priest too, and I ended up leveling both of them to 60. And I ended up kind of dual maining the hunter and the priest. I would like be the main healer in Molten Core with a priest, and I was like the main puller. I would go pull Molten Core on my hunter for my guild. So I was like maining both characters. Yeah, I didn't think, it just took me like a little bit of time to get the death out of my system, so to speak. But I think I really want to level a hunter up. And also it's a lot easier. But I do need to get on the warrior this week, and I want to, like I said, I've got 16 days off coming up. So I'll definitely be playing, I guess, the hunter and the warrior, because I got to get the warrior's rest time burned off. So, but I'm going to take a quick break, go to the bathroom, and then I'm going to come back, start up a brand new stream, start up a brand new hunter, and I'm not going to do melee hunter. I'm just going to do a regular hunter, and I'm going to speed level and try to level very quickly on the hunter and see how fast I can get her back to, you know, yeah. Well, yeah, I want to get back on the hunter, and I want to just level really, really quick. And actually, I'm kind of excited because I didn't really like my hunter's hair. That ponytail wasn't doing it for me, and I'm really picky about the way my characters look, you know. And I didn't. The ponytail, I was like, it looks kind of good, but it's not really kind of the look I usually go for on my hunters. So it'll give me a chance to create a hunter that looks more like the way I want her to look, and also give me a chance to start off with the pet that I like, which is the coyote pack leader. So yeah, so I'll do that. I'm gonna take a break. I'm not gonna. I just want to get her like up to like level through the starting area. Like get her to like Dolinar, where she's like level 6 or something, because it's already 12:35 a.m. So I don't want to be up too late. But I gotta go to the bathroom. So I'll come back, start up with a new stream, and I'll just have to make sure I don't make any stupid risks like that, because once we get to 30 and we've got feigned death, then that's our kind of our saving grace for those types of scenarios. If I would have had feigned death in that situation, actually, I'm 100% sure, looking back at that video, that all I had to do was just kill the 3 mobs, that I didn't really have to leave. I kind of panicked a little bit. And only because my pet was pretty low on health, and I hadn't really ever killed 3 mobs before. That's another thing I talk about a lot when you're playing hardcore, is you really need to know your character's limits, and you need to know what your character can do. So if you can put yourself in a safe situation to try those things, so that you know if your character can handle them. And what I mean by that is, like, go try to kill 3 mobs, pick up 2 mobs, have one almost down, then actually aggro another mob, but give yourself a chance to run away if you can, or but just kind of test the limits of your character, so to speak, or do it on a character that maybe isn't even a hardcore character, But you're always going to be, much more, you're not going to make those. You're not going to panic if you understand what your character could do. I played Protection Paladin on private servers for about 2.5 years, and I knew the Protection Paladin in and out so well that when I did like hardcore on a Protection Paladin, I got all the way to level 35, and I didn't have a single instance in 35 levels where I was even worried, where I was even remotely worried, like not even one. Because I knew the class so well, I always knew exactly what she was capable of, and so there just was really no worries. I was like, no worries. But because it was a melee hunter, and I was like in the face of those mobs, plus there were a couple times earlier where I was fighting 2 mobs, and just one of them got on me, was beating on me, and my health went down pretty quick. So the hunter doesn't have a lot of armor. So if you have a mob that's like your level or even 1 level higher hitting you in the face, especially when you got those debuffs, because those undead do debuff you, which increases the amount of damage you take from them. And I'm sure I had multiple debuffs on me at that point. You actually will lose your health really quickly. So and that was also in the back of my mind, is, I know these guys are going to hit pretty hard. So, trying to kill 3 of them may not be a good idea. And I don't know, it was weird. But anyways, I'll be back in a short while. All right. Bye-bye.